What's going on, guys? This is Matt the Misfit. Welcome to another edition of the Misfit Wrestling Podcast, where we review AEW's All Out 2022. And holy hell, do we got a lot of talk about. Most of this is not even gonna have to do with the pay-per-view. Holy shit! I thought I was gonna come on this show and talk about the pay-per-view itself. Not for most part. I will. Most of it is going to be about the media scrum and things that were said at the media scrum from the CM Punk, mainly CM Punk, and a little jab from at Thunder Rosa. Like I said, I am Matt the Misfit. Welcome to the Misfit Wrestling Podcast. I said the wrong Twitter handle last night, because my Twitter handle on the show is actually at Misfit Wrestle TV, not Misfit Wrestling TV. So here we go. We're gonna go through this stuff here. We're gonna go through the card, and then and then when we get to the Punk stuff, I'm gonna talk about that. I missed some of the pre-show. We get into that. However, if you missed the Clash of the Castle review, it's up on the channel now. I go 45 minutes talking about the show, also predicting NXT World Collide and All Out. I have decided I will not be reviewing NXT. World Collide kind of pissed me off with the decisions that were made on that show. And I didn't really think the show was that good anyways. So I'm not going to review NXT or Rampage. Those will be the ones that will be removed from my viewing pleasure of not removed from my viewing pleasure of wrestling, but my reviewing pleasure. There we go. That makes sense. That's going to be removed from there. But this is about AEW All Out. Like I said, I missed most of the pre-show because I was doing some other things. There were 4 matches of the pre-show. I missed this one, the Jericho Appreciation Society's Tay Conti and Sammy Guevara defended the AAA mixed tag titles against Ruby Soho and Ortiz. Sammy Guevara and Tay have to get the fuck out of there. I'm sorry. That was uncalled. I saw the GIF of what happened, or it was either the GIF or it was a video of what happened. So Ruby Soho landed on her neck. I don't know what the hell to call it, but she also broke her nose. I can understand. Everybody understands why Eddie Kingston does not like Sammy Guevara, but they retained their championships. I didn't get to see this match, and right now I don't want to talk about this match. So we're gonna move on because I don't want to see the match again. If this match happens on fucking Rampage or some shit again, I'm gonna say fuck it. Hook beat the shit out of Angela Parker. Retained the FTW championship, and I believe when the Bronson brothers, Bear Country brothers, came out. Brothers, I don't think they're brothers. Tag team. Anyways, and now they're gonna challenge Hook. It looks like for the FTW championship. Whatever. So, but I did see this match. Pac retaining the All Atlantic Championship against Kip Sabian. From what I saw of it, I'm tuned into the midway match. It was a fun match. Kip Sabian's cool. I like him. Pac is amazing. But what's the other real thing is they're going back to, for some reason, they're going back to Death Triangle versus the Best Friends. Why? I don't know, but they are. It looks like they're teasing Orange Cassidy to challenge Pac for the All Atlantic Championship. And it's gonna be Death Triangle versus Best Friends on Dynamite, so that should be fun. And then we got the final match of the pre-show. We got Eddie Kingston defeating Tomohiro Ishii. Fun match. I love that match. I loved it. I love Ishii. Dude's a stone pimple for a reason. I like his stuff. Eddie Kingston is great. Any chance I get to hear Stone Pitbull's theme music on any programming, whether it's AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor, wherever else he ends up popping up. Great stuff. Eddie Kingston won by pinfall with the spinning back fist. Should be fun. Don't know what they're gonna do with Eddie Kingston next, but we'll find out through Dynamite. The show opened with the Casino ladder match, with Claudio Castagnoli, Willie Yuta, Penta Azira Miedo, Ray Phoenix, Rush, sorry. I know a lot of people say Rush, but it's Rush, and Andrade El Idolo, and Dante Martin with the Joker. That ended up being MJF in the end. We'll talk about MJF when we get to the main event. This was a fun ladder match. It wasn't like the greatest ladder match. Like I've seen better ladder matches AEW's put on. This was not the best. The ending was shit, if I'm being completely honest. You had these masked men come out, and I immediately tweeted, "Oh my god, it's Retribution!" as a joke. The mask comes off. It's Stokely Hathaway, Ethan Page, Lee Moriarty, Colton, and Austin Gunn, and W. Morrissey. Out comes this mystery guy who ends up being the Joker. Looks like he just came from a ghost concert, dressed as one of the ghouls. Anybody gets that reference? Good for you. And Stokely Hathaway just hands the poker chip to this mystery guy who, like I said, we end up knowing very quickly it was MJF just by how his mannerisms were. So there's that. Then we get the second match of the night, which is probably my favorite match of the night. The Elite defeated the Dark Order and Hangman Page for the inaugural AEW World Trios Championships. This is a fun match. Kenny Omega. I am so happy Kenny Omega's back. I missed seeing him on television. This would be the first time since Full Gear that Hangman and Omega had touched. So what happened here is near the end of the match, Hangman or John Silver had Kenny in looks like, I guess, a butterfly suplex. Looks like he was gonna do, and not Kenny. Hangman would come off with a buckshot lariat. Kenny would duck and Page would accidentally hit John Silver, with Omega stealing the victory. 1, 2, 3, and the Elite are the World Trios Tag Team Champions. Then probably the worst match of the night, in my opinion. Jade Cargill defeated Athena for the TBS Championship. This match I didn't care for it that much. I don't really care for Jade Cargill. I like Athena, but she needs a character. If I'm just being honest here, I do think this is supposed to be Chris Statlander in this spot, but like I said, Chris Statlander is out with a torn ACL. I hope she gets back soon, because she is great. Next up, we had Wardlow and FTR defeat Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns. This is alright, fun match. Okay match. I still think both Wardlow and FTR could be doing something else. My favorite part of the match was not the actual match. It was actually the aftermath. Dax Harwood's kid, Finley, comes out and basically pins not Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt. That was cute and adorable, and it was her official match, where she's undefeated in AEW. Now, a match that was very surprising to me was Powerhouse Hobbs defeated Ricky Starks by pinfall. Clean, by the way. So, I don't know. I hope, Ricky Starks is going to be a massive star one day, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do with him as a babyface, at least. Powerhouse Hobbs. I'm still shocked to give that win to him. To me, it deflated a little bit of the show. So the decisions. Okay, maybe not the women's title match, but the previous two decisions before that were iffy. Like one of those being the Powerhouse Hobbs winning against Ricky Starks. Then we have another My second favorite match of the night. Actually, it's my third favorite match, and like it's my second favorite match of the night is the world title match. Swerve and Glory, Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland defended retained the AEW tag team titles against the Acclaimed. The Acclaimed were super over this match. If I was booking this match, I would say I would call an audible to the referee and say, put the Acclaimed over. Because they were mega hot. And this was probably the first time I've ever seen Keith Lee get booed. So that was interesting. But it was a fun match. Well, great match. I loved the tag match. Still at the tag match I would have went with. I still would have went with FTR. That's just me. Then we had the interim AEW Women's Championship 4-way. Toni Storm defeated Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, and Hikaru Shida. I'm glad but my result became true, which was anybody but Britt Baker. Jamie Hayter was super over in this match. Like the moment she came out, the people, she got like a massive reception, and then when the match started, there was Jamie Hayter chants, "Let's go Hayter." People wanted Jamie Hayter to win, and if I know the original plan was to have. I know the whole plan all along was to have Toni Storm win. We'll actually I'm going to talk about Toni Storm in a second. But I would have also pulled a audible and had Jamie Hayter with, but we'll get the. But we've finally planted the seeds of Jamie Hayter breaking away from Britt Baker, going on a babyface run. Hopefully down the line joining the Blackpool Combat Club because I think she would fit in there perfectly. Toni Storm in the media scrum said the simple words of she was asked about Thunder Rosa because she was supposed to wrestle Thunder Rosa on the show. And her exact words were, Thunder Rosa said she's injured. Okay. I was told by a friend of mine that there is rumor going around that not Toni Storm, that the Thunder Rosa's injury is not real. Or not as serious as they're making out to be, to the point where she had to, quote unquote, step down as AEW Women's Champion. And Tony's comments at the scrum, sort of a dig there. Did Thunder Rosa want to lose to Toni Storm? Did she pull a Shawn Michaels? I don't know. But when Thunder Rosa comes back, it's gonna be Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm unifying the titles. Probably, if I'm booking it, I would save that match for a full year and have Toni Storm. Actually, I still would have Toni Storm go over against Thunder Rosa. That's just me. But yeah, Toni Storm was the right decision. I'm not mad about Toni Storm winning. I wasn't going to be mad about Shida winning. But Jamie Hayter, hopefully at some point, you know what? Here's what I would do if Chris Statlander's not going to be back for a while, due to her injury. Fuck it, just have Jamie Hayter beat Jade Cargill. I honestly think after last night, fucking Jamie Hayter's more over than Jay Car. He was more over than Britt Baker. When Britt Baker came out, there was not much reaction to her. So, and people started booing when she started looking like she was going to win. This one is an interesting one. Christian Cage defeated Jungle Boy in 20 seconds. Luchasaurus turned heel again on Jungle Boy. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know if Jungle Boy pissed somebody off in the back I was told. I also heard that Christian Cage is injured, and my thought process that is, if he's injured, why would you still book the match? There's nothing really else to talk about here. I don't know what else is happening with that. So, maybe Fightful Select will have something on that. Maybe Wrestling Observer or somebody will have something on that. Who knows? Chris Jericho defeated Bryan Danielson via low blow. Cheated to basically win here. It was a fun match. Not the best Bryan Danielson match on pay-per-view. That one still goes to the Miro match. in my opinion. No, actually, that's not true. Brian's best pay-per-view match to me was the match with Moxley at Revolution. But it was your standard pro wrestling match up until the end. We're gonna see what happens there with that. Daniel Garcia did not get involved in this match. I thought he was going to. Probably there's planting the seeds for the split with Garcia and Jericho, and hopefully Garcia's going to join Blackpool Combat Club. So there's that. Then we got Darby Allin, Miro, and Sting defeating the House of Black. This went 12 minutes. It was all right. Uh, Darby Allin picks the win by pinning Malachi Black after Sting went Great Buddha on Malachi Black. Those years of friendship with the Great Buddha finally paid off for the Stinger. After the match, from what I understand, because the people at home didn't get to see it, but the crowd did. Up the ramp, the House of Black hugged. Malachi Black bowed and blew to kiss the audience. I'm assuming he's either he got his release or he's going to take some time off to deal with some personal things. I'm not going to go into that whole thing, but whatever helps Tommy End. I wish him nothing but best. Then we got the main event of the show. CM Punk defeated Jon Moxley to become a 2-time AEW World Champion. This was a damn good main event. It was by design here. Moxley didn't bleed in the match, surprisingly enough. I thought CM Punk was going to squash Moxley because they did the whole thing with the Punk whipping his ass and then getting the GTS. Most of the match was, the first half of the match was Punk, and then the second half of the match was Moxley, and then near the end, it was both. Of course, Punk wins the championship back. Then we get back, and then MJF comes out with the whole worst kept secret. So it's going to be MJF and Jon Moxley for the championship, probably at Grand Slam. If not, if AEW doesn't want to do Grand Slam, because there's a good chance that they'll do what they did with Hangman and Omega and hold that off till, I would actually have that hold off to Full Gear, given what's happened back with the media scrum. Probably not. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about this. Might be a short ass review. Because not a lot happened. Let's talk about this. So, major heat on CM Punk. This is from Fightful Select. Go subscribe to Fightful Select. For this news here. Major heat on CM Punk from Media Scrum. Rumors of threatened walkouts here. So, here we go. I'm gonna read this right from the Fightful Select article. So if you guys want to subscribe to Fightful Select, please do that. So here we go. CM Punk garnered an incredible amount of heat. I don't even. This is okay. This is crazy to start. I've already read the first sentence of this here. At the comments at the AEW All Out post media scrum, according for the record, Fightful originally reported that Punk and Cabana news this year, and we've never spoken to Kenny Omega or the Bucks outside of this interview. Outside the interviews, the story emerged from talent frustrated under the impression that CM Punk and Colt Cabana's ill will towards one another cost the well-liked Cabana his job, a job he was enjoying. Tony Khan denied that reason this past week. Cabana eventually got put on ROH duty. We're told that Cabana had indicated to Khan before Punk's original return that he likely would not be happy working there if Punk was in the company. CM Punk garnered incredible amount of heat. Like I said, for the comments, that was first thing. So here we go. This is where it gets good. Punk ran down his history, Colt Cabana, and targeted Hangman Page and the EVPs, which is which is Omega and the Bucks. Punk said that Hangman Page went into business for himself and also compromised the huge AEW gate, which is the $1 million gate at Double or Nothing, which is their first $1 million gate, I believe. And it said the EVPs leaked the info. I'm not sure which info he's talking about. I'm assuming it's the Punk and Cabana news info that's going on. That's in this article here. Immediately after the scrum, try it again. Immediately after the scrum rant, Talon had informed Fightful that Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks were extremely pissed off at when one claimed that they were threatening to walk out over the comments, not comics. It's almost like a fucking comic book. A dark DC Zack Snyder comic book. One claimed that they were okay. So I've just read that Fightful Select had heard prior at least one of the Young Bucks had been in contact with talent outside of AEW, indicating many rumors they heard about Punk and his frustrations around him were true. We're told that the Elite were scheduled for the scrum, but adjustments were made around them. Security went around the scrum area in a hurry. Well, I did see that clip running around. I believe I'm not sure. I don't remember who actually put. I think it was Reg from Fightful, Grap City podcast. Shout out to those guys. That posted the security guard going down around the corner. All right. Fightful continues. We haven't heard if that was related to the situation, but all this information flooded in at the same time. We're obviously coherent. Basically, the first instinct is to think it's a work in this type of situation. But talent that were under contract were under the impression the situation that was that of a real one. One way or another, Fightful will work on the details and try to confirm. The heat between CM Punk and Colt Cabana, as well as Punk towards Hangman Page, have long been real. Regarding the situation, Fightful Select have heard several talents that were upset with his comments. We also would like to gain some. We also work to gain some stance from who sided with him on these matters. Where we've also been told that some of the media wasn't planning on attending the scrum were told that they should really attend it before all the drama unfolded. Tony Khan was at the media scrum throughout the entire situation. So that's basically the gist here of Fightful's thing. I don't know if they've updated it or not. Let's see if they've updated it or not. They probably haven't, but yeah, no, they haven't. So basically, that is the gist of what's going on here, and I don't know if there's any more news on this whole situation. But this is a crazy ass situation here. Um, what the fuck is going on in AEW, man? Like, for 3 years, I was like, we were all told, see, it's a safe working environment and whatnot. I really think bringing in CM Punk broke that trust with Tony Khan. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, Matt Hardy just tweeted out pictures of the Elite and Hangman Page after the media scrum. Holy shit. So hopefully there will be more into this situation than before. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna click on Sean Ross app to see what happens here. But basically, Punk's whole thing was he took a dump on the Elite, on Hangman Page, on most of AEW. Even he called out Nick Hausman, so I'm assuming think it's safe to say that CM Punk is not a fan of Nick Hausman at the moment. Um, Holy shit, this is crazy. This stuff is insane. Um, I'm just looking around to see if there's any more news. I was joking too. I'm not like being serious about it. Holy crap. So, man, it's incredible. This stuff is insane. We're gonna get more word on it. Hopefully, if there's anything else on it, I'll probably do an extra uh podcast episode tomorrow, assuming more stuff comes out. But that's all I have. This is the quickest I've ever been done a podcast for. Like I had a lot of stuff to cover on. I had more stuff to cover on yesterday's show with Clash at the Castle. I mean, I could go through the NXT card, but I don't really care about it. So I don't, whatever. Um, they did announce the location for All Out, which was reported by Fightful Select. They first reported back a few months ago that was going to be um, in New York, New Jersey, and the date was going to be November 19th at the Prudential Center. So that's going to be on Saturday, I believe. It's a Saturday. Let me look. I believe November 19th is a Saturday. It's a Saturday. So they're back. So they're going back to Saturday pay-per-views. I don't think I don't I don't think WWE has a show scheduled for that day. It'd be fucking crazy, wouldn't it? I don't think they do. Crown Jewel. Okay, so no, they don't. All right, so Crown Jewel is on November 5th, and then Survivor Series that month is going to be on November 26th. So there's that. But other than that, I don't really have much to add here. Um, Let me see if I can find, because I do think they did announce more stuff for Rampage, not Rampage, for who was it? For what the hell is that damn show? Let's go Dynamite. I gotta find it here. Matches for Dynamite. I can find it here. Give me a second. Dynamite. I'm trying to look here. I don't know if any more matches were announced for Dynamite, but I'm trying to find out outside of the one that was announced. I'm trying to look here. Give me a second. Trying to look. All right, so far I don't see anything. So far, yeah. So far, oh, here we go. All right, here we go. Sorry. All right, so we have. All right, so for Dynamite, we have Best Friends and Orange Cassidy versus Death Triangle. Then we have the Ring of Honor Pure Championship match between Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia. So those two matches are the only things announced for Dynamite. I don't think anything else is going to come out tonight. If they do, I'm gonna hopefully get some information on it tomorrow. That's gonna be some stuff here. But yeah, that's all I have to say for that. This has been a crazy night that had nothing to do with the actual show. Just all the stuff with CM Punk at the media scrum. I can't wait to hear your guys' reactions and thoughts about all this stuff. If you want to talk about it, please feel free to comment in the comment section below. Give me a subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Misfit Wrestle TV. I'm probably not gonna set up an Instagram for this. Just Twitter. You can also follow the Facebook page, Misfit Wrestling Podcast, and all that stuff. I'm at the Misfit. Hope you have a great night, and we'll see you back here. Hopefully, if nothing else comes out tomorrow, hopefully for the Monday Night Raw review. We got the only thing announced for tomorrow's Raw is the steel cage match between Bobby Lashley and the Miz for the United States Championship. I am at the Misfit. I will see you guys tomorrow for Raw review and maybe some extras. Who knows? Peace out.